This is Charles Campbell with PlayHoops.com. I am sitting here with the Texas legend himself, Mr. TJ Ford. TJ, how are you?
What's up, baby? How you doing?
Oh, good to have you. How you been? What's been going on? Texas Longhorn. What was it? 11 years in the NBA. How many did you do?
9 years.
9 years in the NBA. So
years.
what's been going on with you now?
Man, the whole thing since I retired, man, is just getting back with the youth and just trying to give back. And at the same time, my main focus was just graduating, man. That was the biggest thing, the ultimate checklist that I had to check off my box is further my education and make sure that I got my degree, like I stated to my parents, and be the first in my family to actually hold a college degree. So for me, that was the biggest thing.
So when did that happen for you?
I just graduated in May officially. So,
oh man, congratulations.
For me, it was a huge accomplishment, man. It was a lot of sacrifice. It was tough. People don't understand that, I live in Houston. My family was there, and I'm going back and forth to Austin. And sometimes, man, when I got lonely, I missed them. I would drive down and drive right back and then turn back around the next morning and go back to class. So for me, it was a huge grind. And I had a lot of hours to put in, over 80 hours, I think, to get it done, but I was able to execute it and get it done.
So is that a situation where UT, they still honor the scholarship for you going back to school?
For sure.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I don't think, at the University of Texas, they're not going to turn down any athletes that came there and did what they were supposed to do and decided they want to come back. I think it's in there. It's only right for them to give and honor those scholarships to allow guys to finish their career if they do things that they're supposed to do and do it the right way.
Yeah, that's a great situation. And what was your discipline of study?
Man, applied learning development.
Okay.
I got a minor in psychology. So,
oh, wow.
It was fun, though, man, just sitting in the classroom this past year with a lot of students, older than my professors at times. And
really?
Just learning, man, because, a lot of stuff that I'm doing right now, it was coinciding exactly what I was doing, is dealing with the youth and just learning, what they're going through mentally, different ways to teach them and different ways to keep kids' attention that I didn't realize. But I learned a lot being in those classes.
Would you encourage more coaches or more people that are working with young people to kind of, not necessarily maybe go through a 4-year degree, but attach themselves to some sort of training that would help them understand kind of how to reach youth better?
Yeah, why not, man? You never can stop learning. I think for me, it's all about, me dealing with youth sports and just being a huge model and a huge example for families to watch and hopefully inspire them to do things different that their family is not accustomed to someone's doing. So it's about changing the generation. Yeah. And for me, giving back to my community, or just all communities in the state of Texas, is to be able to do that. And I think by me going to the University of Texas and showing everybody that the state of Texas has a lot of basketball talent and we love basketball here, it didn't transform since 2003. And I'm just happy that I was the guy that was able to kickstart it.
Yeah.
Now look what it's turned into.
Big time high school player, Sugarland Willow Ridge, national championship?
National.
State championship, national championship. Naismith Player of the Year at Texas. We don't really see a lot of guys like you come back and really just dive into the community, invest in their community, and you've done that. You got TJ Ford basketball now. Tell us a little more about that.
Yeah, man. So, my whole basketball program, and you've been around me, it's just about teaching kids life skills through the game of basketball. For me, it's, I've seen some things in the AAU that I grew up in that I felt that I can be a huge impact and a huge model to show show the kids and families something different. So, for me, it's always trying to be different and find unique ways to, advance the culture and advance the sport. And, that's why I'm involved in it. That's why, I'm doing everything in my power to just try to give kids that opportunity. And our program and what I've been doing is giving kids that opportunity that didn't have it. Because I'm originally from a small town in Baytown. And I was discovered from AAU program in Houston. Without that opportunity, if somebody discovered me, I wouldn't be sitting in front of you today. So, for me, it's giving those kids from these small towns that can't play on certain elite teams that have the status in this state, and show those guys that someone believes in them and somebody's going to give them an opportunity and somebody's going to instill these things in them. And more importantly for me, it's not about how many guys I can put in the NBA, it's how many successful kids that we can put in college and how many kids can we actually graduate from college. So that's the most ultimate thing for me, and with that, that's going to just come with time. And it's not going to happen for me on the basketball court. So for me, it's a 20-year journey that I had planned, and that once I retired and getting part of this, that's when it would actually I think, manifest into what I want it to be.
Yeah.
And that's the examples of where these kids will end up in the future.
So there's a lot of rumors coming out of where you host your team that you got some really good ball players. I mean, you guys really went up to Under Armour. What did you do at Under Armour? I'm hearing the TJ Ford 16U team is pretty good.
Yeah, so we have a 16U team. Well, I don't have a 16U team. We had I have a team that's been playing 17U. All these kids are just sophomores.
Wow.
And they went to Under Armour in Atlanta with the opportunity, thanks to them, and allowed us to come in and play 16 at age, and they was able to make it to the championship and just fell short. But, for me, it's, we've been able to brand in Austin. Austin's a place that's home for me, and, this year I was able to extend my program into Austin, and not just Houston, because we want to touch a lot of people, and I want to touch more kids. And, for me, it's just being able to show that, TJ Ford basketball program is affecting kids, and like I said, it's kids, and we're surprising people with the type of talent that you're finding by just giving them opportunity. And the most important thing is that they're dedicated and they're good parents and they're good kids. And we have the opportunity to be very selective with the type of kids that we want to represent what we're doing and what we're about.
Yeah. So, I follow you guys on social media, know you personally. I've been down to see your program, see your events. What resources outside of just basketball that you offer your kids that many other people aren't really aware of?
My home. My home. I think, it's a lot of kids spending the night at my house. It's a lot of kids that we feed. It's a lot of kids that we clothe. It's a lot of kids that, when it's not AAU season, that we're still in their lives being a huge impact. We're buying kids suits for, banquets that they never had before. You put them around businessmen and allow them to just be in the present. I think you're giving a lot of kids the knowledge, a lot of information, just conversation and showing that you care. And I think that's the ultimate thing that we provide, because it's a family deal for me. I get to see my parents every single day and my brothers and sisters and friends, and it's about us all having the same vision of just giving families that opportunity that doesn't have hope, that doesn't have the resources to travel or the funding to go play somewhere. So for us, it's just about the character and the kid and instilling them. So for me, it's just, man, we're driving kids home. We're driving kids hours away. I mean, we're bringing them out of town and giving them something different. And I'm just giving everybody the way that me and my family have raised me and the experiences that I had. And I think that's what, drove me to be successful, not only just on the basketball court, but outside, to have that determination of seeing things I never would have been able to see just from the environment that I come from. And that made me want those things, so that made me work hard. Yeah. I never knew what a ranch was until I actually went to a ranch and seen all this land. I'm like, wow, I want this. I want horses. It's things that I didn't see, daily, just basically on TV. So we're just trying to inspire kids in that type of form to just say, hey, you see it and you believe it, man. You can get it and you can achieve it.
Yeah. So, we're here at the Big Star Expo, PrimeTime Sports National Championship. How many teams do you have in this event?
We have 3 teams in this game. I have a 17U, a 12U, and a 10U in this event this year.
How many teams are actually in the program?
Man, right now we got 16 still operating, which is our elite teams. Yeah. But this year we had a total of 12 teams operating throughout the year. And, we're looking forward to do some more and have some more teams and help some more kids be impactful and inspire more kids in more cities.
Yeah, so your son plays on one of your teams.
Yeah.
What's that like being a dad, turning around, playing at the level that you played, having the skills that you had, now watching your son come up through the game with more resources because of who you are, having that available and being able to just give that to him?
It's been cool because this is the way I get to catch up and bond with him. At the same time, it's also tough and it's hard because you have to turn that switch between, father and coach. And a lot of times, when it's dealing with basketball, I'm not father, I'm coach, and I'm going to be hard. And I treat him just like I treat the other players on the team, and it's the expectations that I have for just my program and all kids in it. I try to make sure you follow it. It's tough on him at times because I'm really hard, and I have to be so the guys on the team doesn't think that he has the advantage. But the biggest thing is just teaching him no different than you teach other kids, because he needs the same lessons, he still needs the same life skills, and he still needs that same motivation. And I think tough love it's part of having that success, and also allowing him to understand that, you're going to fail, and everything that you think you're going to do well, and even when you think you're playing at a high level, you're really not. So for me, it's just being honest with him and make sure that he can always understand, that he can you got to be able to handle the truth. And at this age, it's tough on all the kids, especially him, because I'm very, very hard on him. But at the end of the day, I think long term, I think he's going to be all right.
Yeah, so, what real benefit does a national championship tournament with over 700 teams, how does that really benefit kids, and what does that bring to now their basketball experience?
It all just depends on the experience. It's my first time at the event, so I'll be able to answer that question when it's over. But I think for me, it's just a matter of what everybody wants to kind of get out of it. I think if the experience is great and it gives kids something that they haven't experienced throughout the entire year, and from the look of things now, it looks like it's going to be totally fun. I think the environment is cool. You got a lot of boys, you got a lot of girls of all ages looking forward to this experience, and to be able to be called a national champion, I think it means a lot in competitive sports, but also means that, just being here and having this opportunity to see something different from a lot of teams that's not here from the Dallas area. We got a lot of teams coming from out of town as well. So the competition and the excitement is going to be good. And it's the last weekend.
Yeah.
Before it's officially over for school. So for me, we're excited. We're not excited that we have to be national champions, but we're just excited to be here and be a part of it and enjoy the experience.
Yeah, so, point us to the future a little bit. You went back to school, got your degree, you have your basketball program. We also see you on television doing some commentary, some television work. And what does the future look like for you in basketball?
Man, you'll still continue to see me do some broadcasting, whether it's for the Longhorn Network, ESPN from time to time. I'll still do a lot of NBA career events with the NBA. And this thing, when it comes down to youth sports, is just trying to improve it in a different way and be part of something special and team up and partner with guys that have the same vision. And that is, making sure that we also educate all these athletes and show them that there's many different ways to stay connected to this sport, whether you make it to the next level or not, whether it's a college scholarship or if it's making it to the NBA or playing overseas. It's a lot of opportunity in sports, and it's a lot of job opportunities. So for me, it's being able to express to all these kids and give them those resources that in this time we can talk about different things, the media outlets that you have, scorekeeping, being a referee, being a blogger, being a scout. There's so many different things in the world of sports now that didn't exist when we were younger, and I want to be able to acknowledge that to these kids and give them the opportunity to see, the brighter future, because we know 99.9% of these kids is not going to make it to the NBA, but I think 99.9% of these kids have a chance to be successful, and we want to be able to encourage all these kids of other things that they did not consider or think about.
Yeah, well, man, it's been great talking with you. I mean, it's exciting to hear. I didn't even know that you got your degree this past year. I mean, that's awesome. It's really encouraging to see athletes, not just go to school, go to the pros, make a lot of money, and then just do whatever, but actually value education, values personal development, and just get yourself better, and then pour that right back into the community. So that inspires me, and we really appreciate you guys being here. I mean, I wish you all the best of luck, all three of your teams and all the divisions that you're playing. And so, man, we'll be following you guys around, and I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing you soon.
My man.
Hey, TJ, thank you. This is Charles Campbell with PlayHoops.com.